Welcome to Voice Bootcamp. Hi, my name is Faisal Khan, the CCIE Voice instructor at voicebootcamp.com. In this module, I'll be discussing about the 4 gateways protocols that are part of CCIE Voice. Here we'll discuss about the HTTP gateways, MGCP gateways, SWIFT trunk, and gatekeeper. Now, in order to configure any gateways, either HTTP, SIP, or MGCP, first of all, a gateway is responsible is connecting a voice network with a TDM network. So that's the traditional gateway. So of course, a new type of gateway that you have, which is an IP to IP gateway, which route calls from one IP leg to another IP leg. Where in TDM network, first thing you gotta do to get a voice gateway up and running is to configure the TDM site, which is mostly in North America is based on ISDN technology. So from the router to the PSTN network, we are going to configure your T1 or E1, and we're going to define your ISDN Q931 signaling, ISDN Q921 signaling, and framing information. Now, some of this information has to be provided to you by the service provider, such as what switch type you're connecting to. Very important. Next, once you define the switch type, we configure the controller. The controller basically defines how many channels you want to have, what kind of framing to use, the line code to use to talk to the service provider, and this information can be easily configured or identified from the information that is provided to you from the service provider. Now, when you configure the PRI group time slot 1-24 and you hit enter, it will create something what we call as D channel. The very important, D channel by default is not there. Is only created when you define the primary group time slot. What does a D channel does? A D channel provides D channel is the main call control. That's the channel is used to carry all your signaling and call control stuff. Now the D channel is responsible for monitoring all the 24 channels that you have right here. So it's very important that you have this channel, D channel, up and running. If it's shut down, you cannot send or receive call. Now the voice port, which is also created once the D channel, your primary group is selected. So voice port, you can have a voice port related configuration such as what CP tone to use or ring frequency and whatnot. And once that is done, your last option is to create a dial pair. A dial pair allows you to send the calls to PSTN. Here's an example of a dial pair with a destination pattern 9.t. Incoming call number dot means any call that is coming in match this particular dial pair, and direct inward dial means send the calls, allow the calls to come in and reach an end station. So you don't want